Hello friends, Marcy here. I'm coming to you from my classroom. I wanted to do a quick share of my teacher book as we come to close our school year 2019. This was the teacher book that I made. I ordered this cover from Amazon because I couldn't find it in the stores, and then I made the inside just out of extra folders and tabs, a little supplement kit. But I created that for the 2017-2018 school year, and I was anxious to get this. I was so anxious, I actually went and bought it in May on the last day of school. On my way home, stopped at Michael's, they had them in stock, and I purchased it. I was so excited to have it because it was a big planner, already put together, not like the one I had. I loved the chalkboard look and the rose gold color, but I did block off a few things in here just to be able to share with you. And I started the year using it. I was so excited I used it, and we didn't even have students in class. I was using it during our development days before school starts in August. So I was using it to, calendar. But here's my issue. This is my planning pages, and we have to turn in digital lesson plans. So I was always having to do them on the computer, and it was more of a task for me to write them out. I got a lot of pages set up. I did use the calendar, the monthly calendar more, and then I was able to punch other schedules and things and stick them in there. But again, digital planning on our lesson plans, so I didn't do a lot of writing out my lesson plans, and I seem to have wasted a lot of pages. Love these dashboards on the month. I love them. So I used the calendar. Not so much the weekly planning. Here we are in November, beautiful dashboard again. I'm using the monthly calendar, not so much on the weekly planning pages, wasted a lot. Love the dashboards. I mean, I'm just repeating myself here. As I go through, ending and got into January, I came back to school after our Christmas break. Of course, I had the monthly calendar noted with important things. And I switched to, it's getting bare. I switched to a bullet journal style. When we came back, March is very bare. When we came back after our Christmas winter break. So I want to share that with you. I don't want to just want to spend time showing you a lot of blank pages. But I will show you that this was a friendly, easy planner to use, and it's suiting its purpose when I began, but I didn't stick with it. So these are some attendance pages that I made, some grading sheets, some lesson long range, some planning dates. But again, able to punch pages with the punch and tuck them inside. I was able even to use, where's my plastic sheet? I put stuff in plastic binder sheets, and this is a reading correlation chart, and then I punched it with the big punch, actually the arc punch with this, and put it in here. So there's a little post-it note dashboard, pockets full of things. It's a beautiful planner. I loved it, loved it, loved it. It lost its usefulness for me. It's beautiful to look at, but I wasn't using it for function. So this is my bullet journal style that I switched to. I purchased this at Michael's for $5, and it's a very, very nice purchase. So I did go through here and mark off a few things, that I have to protect. I'm going to start from the beginning. Take off my clip here. When we came back from Christmas break, of course, oh, by the way, they do have a couple pages in the front for indexing if you need to do that. Again, at Michael's for $5. But this is my January calendar list and some weeks. Not heavily used. Again, I'm transitioning from the other planner to here. This is my attendance chart that I made on my own. Future log, things to post for the years. Again, I have some things covered up. I was able to take it to meetings with me. when I would go. I made a grade book out of it. Here's my February monthly, March, and another grade book, grading period, April, May. Again, meeting notes, some weeklies. I'm star testing. I'm not in the classroom. I'm a special ed teacher, so I have to test each student individually out of the room. And so I wasn't even in the room to do a lot of weekly noting here. So star testing's over. We completed it, and I'm back into making notes and plans. I continued through the end of May. This is our last day of school on the 24th. And again, one more grading period. 6 weeks grading period. Again, notes. And this is a tip-in. It's a little schedule that I had to keep for using. We have an out-teach, Real School Gardens, that we have to use. And then, again, digital lesson plans that I refer to, I just tuck right there. So I've only used, since January, I've only used this many pages. I have this much of the book left. I could continue with this the following year. I could just keep going. But I already have in using my Chic Sparrow Outlander Claire A5, and I already bought the notebooks. I'm planning on using it as my teacher planner next year. Bullet journal style, the way I've created the spreads as I need them. I just create whatever I need when I need it. And I just washi taped a little index card here and put a little flat ruler. So I use that when I'm creating my spreads. Anyway, real quick, just wanted to come and share with you how I've changed my teacher planning as the year progressed and my plans for the coming year starting in August. Thank you for joining me. Have a blessed day.